Hi guys.
Welcome back to Robertson's Valley Acres.
Waka waka.
Kingston says hey.
Hi Kingston.
Boop, boop, boop.
What are you doing?
You guys, we got a lot going on today.
Yes.
We've got to take Kingston home. He's been hanging out with us for the last couple of days. But we wanted to come out and check the garden, check the animals, bring you guys along, give you guys an update. Things are starting to look great. So we kind of wanted to share.
Yeah, I want to show you what's going on out here and let you know that we are still doing good and all our animals are doing great. So let's go.
All right, you guys. So this is the herb garden. You know, we talked about this a couple of times. This foundation used to be, we're thinking a garage since it's right close to the road. But when we looked at the property, this was the burn pile. So there was a big pile and then we added to it. And so there was a lot of junk in it. So all of that right there is junk that we have pulled out of this area. And then we amended it with manure and the wood chips like we've talked about before. The county's been dropping that off for us as they're working around here, which has been a huge blessing. But you guys, look at everything that is coming up so beautiful. Some of this stuff was planted up by seed and some of it was plants that we brought in. So we wanted that herb garden on the inside of the house yard, so then that way we could, it would be easy access there. But this side of the foundation just kind of got overgrown. So we decided to go ahead and till it up, fill it up with some topsoil. And I did get some small tomato plants planted out here. Some of them are darn small, but I need to get these wood chips put up here. So that's going to be a job in the next couple of days for out here at the garden. But you guys, just take a moment here. This garden is coming together so well. Rusty has been bringing all the wood chips in and putting it all along inside here so that we don't have as much weeds. We still have some, but plus it's like a good cushion to walk on. Now inside the greenhouse, things are thriving, you guys, thriving. But I've got so many starts that I still have to do something with, and it is hot in here. So this is a jalapeno plant. Oh, we actually have a bloom possibly. I think it's getting too hot because it is not producing. Ooh, it's hot in here. The strawberries are looking great. These are all mama's plants. This one I thought I had killed, but it came back with a vengeance, so I up-potted it and it was looking great. My chives are blooming again. So yeah, it's over 100 degrees in here right now. I've got all of these starts. I've got to get something to do with them. I need to come out here and stir my compost. I still have sweet potato slips there. Look at this oregano. It's coming up beautifully. Let's go out here because it's hot, huh, bub? It's hot. I need to plug in the fan. Let's do that real quick. So go. Rusty lets me use his big shop fan to keep this cool. We are going to get some shade cloth to be able to start putting the shade cloth on there because it is getting to be a lot. So this right here is where that red coop used to be. We moved it over. So I didn't want to waste all that awesome soil underneath where the chickens were. So I planted some tomatoes in the ground here. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've had to replace like 4. Something just keeps eating them. I've tried neem oil. See there? I've tried neem oil. The bigger ones seem to be doing good. It's the smaller ones that are just kind of getting eaten up. Our potatoes are looking amazing. Our onions. This was the very first bed we built. And then the second bed, then we've got this. We've got, I don't really have these organized. They've just kind of been dropped. So I need to organize them. But these are all the round beds or round tubs. We've got potatoes. We've got sweet potatoes. We've got zinnias in the middle. We've got strawberries. The strawberries are doing great this year, but we're not really getting any strawberries. So I don't know. Strawberries. This is a volunteer sunflower and a tomato, which are probably way too close together. These are just kind of mixed beds. This is a tomatillo. Tomatillos need 2. I have tomatillos planted over there, so I may have to move this one closer. And then we've got some different squash and peppers planted together. These were kind of just tubs that me, Rusty, and Desi did. All 3 of us went in, picked a tomato, picked a pepper, and a squash plant, and planted them together. See how it would go. Our second bed, we have the Lemon Boy tomatoes in there, and then we have basil planted in between. Some of this basil looks like it's trying to bolt, but it's mammoth basil too. But look at all those tomatoes coming on. There are 4 little tomatoes right there. That's exciting. Now in here we had the lettuce and the spinach. The lettuce and spinach are done for now, but I went ahead and replanted. I've got a tomato and a pepper and a couple of squash, and then our carrots are looking good, and onions. And then these are the smaller beds, the shorter beds that Rusty built for me, because like the okra and stuff like that grows really tall. So in this side we have asparagus that Michelle gave me, and it's planted in the ground. I put a little squash plant right there. We'll see what happens with it. And then I've got tons of okra out here. There are Clemson and long okra in here. And then in this bed, this entire bed is pinto beans. So I'm really excited about that. We use a lot of beans, you guys. And then over here, this bed, the length of it, I have corn in the length of this side, and then green beans on that side. 2 different kinds of green beans. I have Kentucky Wonder and then regular just bush beans on that side. We may have to trellis. They both say bush beans, but sometimes I've had myself in a corner where I'm like, oh yeah, it's bush beans, and then I have to trellis. So this is a black-eyed pea teepee. I'm so excited about this. We have black-eyed peas planted, and they will grow up into the trellis. Hopefully, that's the plan. And then on the outsides of them, I planted some Thai peppers. Speaking of peppers, this is our pepper bed. This is our hot pepper bed. So Tabascos are looking great. We've got some serranos that are really growing up. Some jalapenos that are looking good. And then I planted cilantro in between all of them. So you got some cilantro just kind of growing. I spread the seeds to see where they would come up. These are the tomatillos. They are getting really big. You guys, I have tried growing tomatillos every year. I never get good, big tomatillos. So we're just trying another year, you guys. Another year. Keep trying, keep trying. And then these are super steak tomatoes. And then I planted beets all in between. So I've got to come out and thin them, but I've got beets. These are lemon cucumbers. So I'm excited to see what those are like. Michelle told me they are amazing. They're really good to snack on. And then on this side, you guys, I've got the Peter Pan squash. You know, I've always done the patty pan squash. Never tried the Peter Pan squash, but look at this. They are loaded. They are looking great. Look at that. Got some really big ones that are growing. So nice. They may be too close together. We shall see. I have a little tomato plant planted here and another one there. This is just where different things didn't make it, and I just kind of pull it out and make do. Some of the stuff I know I might be crowded. I've got so many starts. I did plant some sage in here, so in that way it would. I like to plant herbs in with the beds. And then this is a mortgage lifter. This is the only mortgage lifter plant that made it out of the 3 that I bought. So the other ones had curled leaves, and I don't know what was going on with them, but it almost looked like an overspray possibly. And I had bought them at a greenhouse, but I bought other stuff there that did great. So I don't know where they came from for sure, but they did kind of look like they had an overspray. But this one came out of it. It's looking great. We moved Rufus over here and gave him these 4 girls. He's doing good. That's Mama's rooster. I'm noticing he's got a little bit of feathers missing. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll see. I'll have to go in there and check that out. This is the not hot pepper bed. So we've got the full Jew jalapenos. So those are the not jalapenos. We've got ancho chilies. We've got, look at this paprika. Look at that. That paprika pepper is huge. And there's another one coming on. Look at that. We've got all kinds of peppers, pepperoncinis, Anaheims, pimento, sweet, pretty and sweet, all kinds of stuff in this one. I also planted carrots in here, and you'll see them here and there that I need to kind of thin out. I may do another round of them because it doesn't seem like they really took. Looks like they kind of died out. So, but I do have some carrots growing right here. So, kind of in between. This here is my pickling bed. So Rusty put this trellis up on top. These are pickling cucumbers. So they are going to be the smaller cucumbers. I already have some babies on these. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Look at that. Got some babies. And then we have garlic planted back here, which we know that the garlic won't be ready till this fall, but it's okay. It's got a spot. We have dill. Most of this is fern leaf dill growing back there. More pickling cucumbers on this side, and hopefully they will just grow up over this trellis. And then, of course, I have beets here in the center. So Rusty loves beets, so we wanted to make sure we had plenty. And then, like I said, the tomatoes on the ground. Now, this is what's left of our topsoil. And we had our neighbor, Rusty had our neighbor, John, come and push it over because we're going to get the tiller. I need to get a hold of Michelle, see if I can use her big tiller and get it completely tilled up. And we're just going to make a bed. We're just going to make a garden in the ground. So with the rest of it, because we are done filling beds for this year. Now this is the first year, and I think it's pretty darn good. Potatoes over here, and we've kind of gone through these. But we still have a lot more we want to plant. And then next year, we'll start on the next section, and that we'll be clearing that next section to be able to put in our orchard. So that'll be like all the fruit and nuts So this is the goal.
Okay, guys, for starters, this is little girl. And she looks really skinny. It's not that she's skinny, she just had babies someplace here on the farm. She's got our barn cat, she comes up to eat. Desi's been out here, she's already fed the kitties. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna get some sweet feed for Mike and Terry. Okay, so we have a supplement. What we feed the goats is not, we don't give them enough feed to support their whole life. What we give them is some sweet feed. And we do this just to keep them coming around so that they know that this is pen, this is where they belong, and they come back here voluntarily. And they know that they're going to get food. See, look, here comes Terry. Oh, boogity boogity. Here she comes. See, and they run right in there to it. They know that this is where their food is at. Like I said, this is just a supplement. We're going to keep them tied up or pinned up just a little bit today so that we can get some cleaning done out here. Desi has already been out here and fed and watered Mayday. I don't know if you can see him up there. Up here he comes. There's our big Mayday. He will be out in just a little bit. We have to keep everybody pinned up to feed them. After they're fed, everybody gets their turn to come out. There's Miss Layla. Everybody asks about Layla. She is doing great. Desi has already been over here and scratched the chickens. This is Chewy, and the 3 hens that he has left over here for now, we will be cycling them out in the future and getting him some newer, younger girls to work with. But until then, those are his girls. And they give us 2 or 3 eggs a day, which is phenomenal. We'll set their food bucket back out here. We've got them on that self-feeder, and it works really well. We don't have any eggs out of those girls yet this morning. They are afternoon layers. So let's go ahead now, and we're going to walk out and check on the pigs. Make sure they have water. Their feeders have food in them. We have the big girls separated off now because they are on their finishing days. I know that I have to get them some corn again next week. They go to freezer camp on the 31st. And you guys, this is going to be another huge milestone for Robertson's Belly Acres, because when they go to butcher this next month, when we get them back, they will be processed and marked for resale. And what that does for us here on Homestead, that means we can take this meat to the farmer's market and sell it by the pound or by the cut, if you will. And that will make a whole lot of difference, because there's a lot of people that can't justify buying a whole hog or a half a hog for all that goes. All right, we got some food down in there. Not a whole lot left, but there is feed left. You can see it on the ground here. I can't get my camera in there. It's too dark. Look at that. We're gonna get some water over here today. Fill that hole up where she was laying. Get that water filled back up for her, because that's how they stay cool. Yes. This girl right here, if you have been following us for very long and you saw us loading up pigs or working the pigs, she's the speedy one. Her and her brother looked a whole lot alike, and they were the fast ones. And see, she's eating. They have foods, guys. Big Red is definitely missed. Him and the goats. Did a lot of clearing in this pen. I think I'm fixing to tie Big Mike up and put him in here. And the only reason I'm thinking of tying him up is I know that sucker will get out. He is Houdini. There's my Caney girl. Yes. Hi, Caney. Hi, Caney. What are you doing, pup? Hi, Caney. Hi. I'm going here and check on these pigs. There's our big feeders. You guys, they are doing amazing. Look at that. These are the same little bitty pigs that we had Josh out here helping us work them. You guys, they are growing, growing. It'd probably be another 60 to 90 days. They'll be ready to go to freezer camp as well. They have their waller that they made right in front of the water tank, which we need to fill up today. Yes, they have water, but we'll need it refilled. And you guys, pigs, we set this pen up so that they have their waller right here in the corner. If you guys remember, we had the low spot over here. That's where their waller was. They moved it. We did not. They're the ones that moved that over there. So, yeah. Pigs do their thing. You can see back there is our feeder. Yep, there's our feeder. There's still some feed in there. I need to go knock down that feed. Let's go in there and knock it down a little bit. You guys, totally off subject. Look at that. That right there means we have a would-be. Like that, there's his hole. You guys see that? Okay, so we have confirmed that the pigs are all good and taken care of. Now we get to go over, go back in the feed room. We'll grab some chicken feed, go over check on Otis and his girls, Rufus and his girls, give them some food and collect some eggs. Let's do it. All right, you guys, as you see here, we got us a full bucket of feed, a bowl of scratch. I'll walk on over here. This is the advantages and disadvantages of having a larger place. The advantage is everything's not crammed together. Disadvantage is everything's not crammed together. Really enjoy having everything so that you can get to them and move around. There's Rachel and Kingston over there. And we are headed right over there to check on those chickens, like I said, and go see how Rachel and Kingston are doing.
Woo! It's muggy today.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, bubbies. Is Kingston having fun out here today, Wella?
He is. He was grabbing onto those trees a while ago. I'm like, ah! It's hot, huh, buddy? We went into the greenhouse. Holy man.
Oh, as you guys saw earlier, Kingston's hanging out with his Wella. Yeah.
We can't stay out here too long because he gets a little red. Look at his feet.
Yes, he's getting a little warm. But they did get to, she said they got the fan turned on the greenhouse. Let's go over here and check on these two coops of chickens, and then we'll be done with our chores.
Oh, my tomatoes.
I'm not.
Ooh.
She's getting scared, guys. She's getting scared. I'm going to go ahead and scratch these chickies. Yay! All right. Yes, that has that coop taken care of. And you said we got maters growing, baby?
Yep, I already showed them.
All right. Those are.
I'm taking Mr. in.
Okay, we'll be right in there and just.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa.
Bye, Kingston.
Tell him bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Papa.
He's doing this with his foot. I got to feed these girls over here and we'll be in. You guys, this is amazing. This garden I know Rachel's already walked you through here, but woo, doggies, this is amazing. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. All right, these chickens, as we have talked quite a bit about, they were in molt when we first got them. We knew that if we gave them a good quality 20% feed, they would come out of molt and start laying again. And you guys, molt is over for a lot of them. Let's just count. There's one there. That one egg right over there on the ground. And then we got all these inside there. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 8 eggs out of here today. Y'all, I got 13 eggs out of this coop yesterday. There's 20 hens in here. They are doing great.